I am Casper Moodie, your Champions host, and I would like to welcome all our listeners around the world to yet another packed show filled with happiness, health, and just everything you need to make your day and your life filled with excitement and enjoyment. Over to you, Marina.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Now is the time to go on an adventure. Casper is here and we are all ready to follow you because I know, Casper, today is very special. Today is not about you, it's not about me, it's not even about our listeners. It is all about the champion's mind. Over to you.
Yes, Marina. Today I would like to cover a bit of the mind of the person. If you want to make a change in your life, a strong mindset is vital to that. And if you got your mind in the right place, anything is possible. Uh, if To set your mind on a goal, you have the ability. You've got the strength. You've got the support. You've got everything around you to make things happen. But if your mind is not strong enough, and your mind might not be strong enough now, but you can get your mind to be strong enough to reach that goal, whatever you've set out for yourself. So this morning, yes, I would just like to cover a bit more of that, where the mind plays a big role in reaching your goal.
So Kasper, tell me, when you were, I hope you don't mind me saying this, when you were that little boy, the fat boy, what was going into your mind? What was happening? What were you thinking?
Yeah, Marina, yes, a lot of things go through your mind, and 90% of that it's not positive things. Although you're trying to look for little small positives, uh, when you're around all your friends and they start talking about things they want to do, things they've done, and you know in your mind that, yeah, I won't be able to do that, and then sometimes you come up even with a silly joke, something that's really not spectacular, but your friends laugh at that, and in your mind that little thing makes you positive and think, oh, well, at least I made my friends laugh today. At least I did a little bit of a part of feeling welcome in my friends circle. Yes, that plays a lot on your mind. You go around, you go to sporting events. I used to support a lot of my friends at sporting events, although because I couldn't take part, I was always next to the field or in the stands singing with the school. But in my mind, I felt that I can't be there. I want to be where they are. I want the school to shout and sing to me. I don't want to be part of them singing. But although I was feeling part of it by singing with the school, or at least that made me feel that I am part of this whole sporting spectacle.
Wow, so you are saying that while you felt the rejections, you found the strength to turn that into a positive, to see that the glass is still half full. And at the end of the day, even if that means you are not on the podium, on the winners podium, at least you are cheering them up. At least you are part of that experience. And how was that experience for you, being the outsider?
Yes, like I say, you start doing small things just to get that little bit of positiveness in your mind that you can be a part of something bigger. Uh, like for instance, we walk home from the shop, and although I'm getting tired and my friends wanna play a little joke or something, and we have to run for a few meters, when I run with them, although I'm so tired after the few meters, in your mind you've reached that little bit of goal, and that your friends, you feel welcome. In your mind you feel, oh well, I'm part of this. They enjoy it, and I can do this with them. And it's very difficult. Uh, the the mind is so big of a thing. How can I can't explain to you that once you set your mind on something, there will be things that come across you, across the road, that can throw you off the path. uh, I mean, you can get ill, family matters, things at school won't be great, but all of that, you have to change that and just try and get your mind back on track, and keep on focusing on further than just now, what you've set yourself on, and keep your mind positive towards that goal you've reached out there.
So, you see, when we talk about keeping your body in good shape and taking care of your health as a moral duty, um, we are always talking about having a mind that is stronger than your cravings, and being focused on what could be for you once you get your body in shape, once you take control of your eating habits, and once you decide what is more important for you, once you start prioritizing, is responding to those cravings, instant cravings, more important than becoming a champion? I mean, what sort of questions were in your mind at the time?
Yeah, that crosses your mind a lot. Once you start making a little bit of progress, there is times where you think, oh well, maybe a little cheat, yeah, or a little thing, yeah, won't make a difference. That's where your mind has to tell you, no. If I've been working 1 week solid to reach a goal, or to make my 1 week, let's say, train 100% and eat clean, but on a weekend you want to have a cheat, that cheat will throw you back 3, 4, 5 days, not just that one day. Although you won't see it on the scale or any in the mirror, your body will react to that cheat. So once you start making progress, keep following that progress, because you will reach that goal at some stage. And yes, then you start learning your body. If I eat healthy the whole week for 2, 3 weeks, and I've seen the progress, and once I do a cheat meal or a cheat day, you will see how your body reacts to that. And by that, you start learning how to work with your body, how much I can train, how much I can take in, and what I can do to cheat. So life becomes actually so much more understandable, so much easier once you've reached whatever goal you've set out for yourself. In this case, I'm talking about weight loss. If you weigh, for example, 100 kilograms, and your goal is to be 80, you work hard for 1 month, you get down from 100 to 90, and within that 10 kilograms you've lost, you will already learn your body how it reacts to certain things that you put in your mouth. And then you get a cheat day, and your body will react differently. And then uh, next week, when I want to have this cheat day, or I want to do this, I will have to do more 2 or 3 days before, so that my body can, how can I say, take that in and not react as negatively as what it would if you just carry on to having a cheat day every second or third day.
Wow. So you are saying that while you created this vision in your mind, you realize that it's more important to say no to certain bad habits, and saying no was coming with the victory. And once you're not able to say no to those cravings, you had to pay the price. And could you remember what was a defining moment for you, a no moment, when you had to choose something that is more important than immediate gratification, something that was sweeter than the sweets? Can you remember?
I can very well. It's actually a sort of a sad story for me. Well, not that sad. Today it motivates me even more. I can remember in my school days, we have to go buy winter clothes or school clothes, long pants for school, and the school shop itself didn't have my size. I had to go and buy at adult stores to get the sizes. And I was only about 1.6 meters tall, and to have a size 48 waist, my pants was about a meter too long. And every time I had to go into the dressing room and try on the shirt, the buttons didn't close and the pants didn't fit, and it was 3 meters or a meter too long. 3 meters over exaggerating, but it was way too long. You want to just cry in where no one can see. You want to sit there and think, how am I going to change this? And as soon as I made those changes, the best feeling is, even nowadays, you go and you don't even, you walk straight to whatever you like it, you see in the shop, you take it, you go fit it on, and it fits perfectly. And that just is just a reminder from where I've started, where I am now, how much easier life is now. It's some, you can go buy what you like, not just what fits you. It is, Marina, I can't explain to you how much different it is. Once you've reached that goal, life becomes so much simple, so much easier. You accept things better. You can uh, take on problems easier, solve problems much better. You can think clearly. No, that makes a very, very, very big difference.
Wow, this is I oh my God, I can't even imagine how that feels. I mean, for a child, for somebody who is so pure at heart and should be joyful and should have no worries in the world, to feel the need to hide all the time, even in a dressing room where everybody is having a laugh and having fun, that type of environment, you had to overcome those feelings, and you had to think all the time how I'm going to hide this, how I'm going to keep people or my friends from laughing at me, how I'm not going to be the laughing joke for once more. And I know you shape your thoughts, you become what you wanted to become, and now perhaps any brand on the high street would like you uh, to to model for them. So everything fits you, everything is perfect, you look great, you feel happy, you have this great energy, and just shows that working hard for what you want doesn't come to you without a fight. So what are the moments when you look back are helping you to understand your students right now, because you run the champions league, and it is designed for children between the age of 7 and 16, and surely you understand them better than anyone. What are the moments in your life, if you look back, helped you to become the person you are and gave you the courage to decide that this is what I'm going to do, I'm going to put my mind to it, and once you put your mind into something, everything changed?
Yeah, Marina. Firstly, I always, when in my school days, all my friends and all the people, all the parents on sporting days, they always looked up at the sporting heroes in our school. And although I wanted to be part of that, like I said before, I wasn't. And I started to make that small changes. I wanted to inspire people, but how do you inspire someone when you 100 kilograms and you're still in school and you're not 100 kilograms pure muscle, you're 100 kilograms pure fat? How do you start to inspire someone? Wow, what could I do to inspire anyone? And the first thing that came up on my mind is start losing weight. Show the people around you that you can't inspire them by being an overweight fat school kid, but you can by showing them that life can change. There's better things than being 100 kilograms in school. And that's when it started. I started losing the weight, and I could see people asking. The best thing is if someone hasn't seen you for a week or two and all of a sudden they see you, they're like, wow, Casper, are you starting to lose a little bit of weight? Even if they just mention a little bit of weight, then I know it's working. They're noticing it. And uh, another thing about me is when I started losing the weight in school, in high school, I remember my last matric exam. After that, all my friends packed in the car. They went on to the matric vacation, where your final year students go on holiday for a week, and they have a big party at the coast and whatever. The day they all went to the coast, I went to hospital to get skin removal surgery done because of all the weight that I've lost around my stomach. And that's just another thing. I'm 17 years old. I'm just finishing high school. My friends are going to celebrate the end of their school year, school term, life in school. And yeah, I am getting admitted to hospital for an operation. I've been in hospital for about 8 days. Get home, and there was another 6 weeks of recovery. You do not have to do that. That's why you have to make sure that's where the Champions League comes in. The age of 7 and 16, you can stop that from happening. There is a thing as it is too far. I've gone too far, and unfortunately, I couldn't. I lost the weight, but I still had the problem. I had that loose skin, and it will be on Facebook later on the photo of it. And that's not how our teenagers should finish his school careers in a hospital. But I had to, because I didn't listen when I had to make the change.
Oh my God, I can't even begin to imagine how it is to lose such a vast mass of your body, and to be left with the skin that is redundant, and you have to remove it and have the courage, and that you've been such a brave young person, and go through all that pain, and Oh, is so how you manage to deal with your emotions? Because obvious there were moments when everybody was celebrating and you couldn't be part of it. You could just be happy for them. But I just, because we are all human beings and it's very hard to control your emotions. How you choose between being jealous and being happy for other people? How you choose to the right thoughts? How you manage to put your vision to in top of everything and turn that into a reality? How was that for you? How you felt during that period, during that transition from the fat boy into the wonder boy?
Yes, I didn't tell most of my friends what is happening, what's the reason for not going with them on the vacation. I purely went into hospital. I remember it was a Monday morning. Early that morning, we drove to hospital. It was around 5 in the morning. And in the car, I remembered up to this day, I told myself, this is going to be the new me. This is going to be the change, and I can never look back after today. And I came out of a hospital. Uh, it wasn't easy. I came out of hospital and it was December holiday. We booked a holiday in Cape Town with the family. We flew down. I couldn't walk up straight because of this. They cut my stomach muscles and all the skin and everything had to heal. And I just kept it quiet. And I remember it was only 5 weeks after the operation I started jogging. It was in Cape Town one morning, and I left the apartment and I started jogging up the road. And I jogged for about not even 20 meters and I stopped. And I literally cried next to the road. I really cried because I had nothing. This might sound funny, but I had no skin bouncing around while I was running. It was the most amazing feeling that I've ever felt on that stage. And I carried on running for a few minutes, went back home. I didn't tell my parents about it. I just got back home very happy, and I knew I'm on a different road now. Something good is going to happen. And we went to the beach that day. Now, for those that know Cape Town, the water is around 9 degrees. No one swims in the sea because it's too cold. But I wanted to know how it feels to be in the ocean swimming without having all these extra skin. And I jumped in. I was in the waves for about, although it was only about 5 minutes, but I had to experience how it felt to to be me, to be someone that was inside of me that wanted to come out but was always a problem. And yeah, that was the change. That's when I knew that from now on I cannot look back. That's going to be the new change. Whatever, I didn't know I'm going to do triathlon yet, but I just knew something good is going to come from this.
Oh my God. So you had that moment when you're born again, and you're born from your own vision. You're born from your own ashes. And you decided that no matter what, I will never look back, because your past is not your destiny. And today, right now, is the moment when you take a decision which is going to shape tomorrow. Because today, tomorrow is already yesterday. Tell us, and I'm sure our listeners are sharing my curiosity. What happened next?
Yes, we got back from holiday, and I was racing motorbikes by then, super bikes in South Africa. And also one amazing story is the day I wanted to race motorbikes, my dad, we couldn't get a race suit to fit me, leathers. And my dad, we had to buy from another guy that was also quite a big guy. And my dad said to me, my boy, you can do the sport, and I will buy you 100 sets of race suits, but I will only buy smaller. It will never be bigger. And that's when I started having the support from family and support from friends. And like I've said before, it feels like I've wasted 18 years of my life. My primary school, high school, I haven't achieved what I knew I could achieve. And but we can't look back, like you say. We can't look back. We can't change anything that happened. That's why I'm living life to the max now. To the every opportunity that comes my way. There's people like you said earlier that's jealous of you. Yes, there's a lot of people that's jealous of me, and I'm not afraid to say that. When I post this on to ask some of my friends or people to vote for me, I know deep inside that there will be friends that were in school with me that will say, "Oh, I'm not going to vote for Casper. What's he on about this?" Or they're laughing about my interviews on the radio. There'll be things like that, but I know I've made a change and I've made an impact on other people and I'm inspiring other people, and that I'm catching up on life now, which I've lost from when I was 7 years old until I was 18 years old.
Wow, Caspar, you know, I was I was thinking today that I don't know, it's very strange. I already posted this thought, just came to my mind. I was thinking of what you are going to share with us today. I was very excited about your story. And I definitely, this is what I wrote. When you have the courage to bet on yourself when nobody else does, something strange happens. People who before could not stop looking down on you, people who before could not stop gossiping, naysaying, bitching, suddenly become your greatest fans. You might wonder, what is in for them? Well, you become the proof that it's all possible, even the impossible. And I
Correct, yes.
and definitely wrote about this is about you. You earn your own knighthood, Caspar, because you are serving your life purpose.
That's correct. Thank you very much, Marina. And then also, I've got some other people that I've started to help. I know a good friend of mine, Bruce. He's been overweight as well, and I started helping him. And he came with me to Durban about a year and a half, 2 years ago, and we went to the beach. He did not want to take off his shirt. He was big, and I started helping him. And you cannot believe how positive he is today. He lost 16 kilograms. I helped him. I was in the gym with him every day. I've messaged him eating plan every night. And another guy that just mailed me about 3 weeks ago, he's lost, I think it's 5 kilograms now. He sent me a photo. He is so happy, and to see them happy and know that I've got a part in that happiness, it means more than $1 million check in my bank account.
Wow. Caspar, you definitely have the power to inspire others because you have the power over your own mind. And what is more important than understanding your mind, understanding that there is nobody between. There is nothing between your mind and the orders you give to your mind. And just listening to your story and I try to imagine how that felt for you when you were a young child and you're so pure at heart and you couldn't understand why you had to put that fight. And yet, even you perhaps were wondering, why is this happening to me? You realize that that is happening for you so you could inspire other people. What is
That's
the key? What is the key message for today, Caspar?
the key message is the mind is a part that you have control of. There's other things you don't have control of. So use what you have control of to make things work for you.
From both of us, until next time, is goodbye.
Goodbye.